And she making all the noise. She want everything perfect. Oh boy. You need a good assistant. Somebody who can always like Vlad.
Let's see if anybody come in. Let's see if they see it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who we have on here? Who came on here? Is it me? Is it somebody? We're gonna wait to see if people can find us. Y'all, the first one we did, everything was set perfectly. And then we get on and the screen's like sideways. So we had to go out and start all over again. If you are here, can you see us, hear us clearly? Let us know, please. Hey, favored. Always. Hey, Wissy Henry. How are you? Can you see us, hear us good? Let us know. Do we need to pump up the volume?
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
Make sure you can't hear our daughter because she's loud.
Babe. Let me tell her to kind of
Because she
lower
loud.
her voice down a little bit.
Her friend's sitting right there on the phone and she loud. Let us know, please. I need y'all to be my assistants. Can you see us, hear us? Is it blurry? Is it clear? Talk to us, please.
Go get in your bed.
Thank you, Wissy. So everything is good? Cool beans. Wissy Henry. Favorite always, just I can hear you. Great. All right. Okay, cool. Because we have a tropical storm / hurricane going on outside.
Yep.
All right, we want to make sure that y'all can hear us. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up button when you come in. Please say hi. Let us know who you are. Wissy Henry, are you new? Are you new? Because that name doesn't look familiar.
Wissy Henry, is that a man or a woman?
Missy Henry? Wissy. Not, is it Wissy? Wissy Henry?
No, that's a woman.
Okay. It's raining. Hallelujah.
It's raining water.
It's raining water. It's wind shining.
I don't see no men coming down from the clouds.
How y'all doing, you guys? Go ahead and talk to us while we're here, making sure we give people time since we had a little hiccup coming. Please continue to let us know if you can hear us, see us. Make sure we can hear you clearly. She said, no, I've changed my name. Really? What was your name before? The one we can recognize. It looks like it's about to rain here in Charlotte. Oh, really? So I'm sure you on the inside, nice and cozy.
Hey, you know that favorite always means even when you're going through bad times, you're still favorite, right?
It was wonderfully blessed before. Wonderfully blessed. Wonderfully blessed. You remember that tag name, babe? Wonderfully blessed?
No.
It's been so long.
It's been a minute since we've been on, y'all. So
Queen of Hearts say, hey y'all. Hey, how you doing? What y'all up to? Queen of Hearts. Wissy, favorite always. We're just giving people time to come in. Please thumbs up when you come in. We want to chit chat with y'all while the wind is blowing and the rain's coming down. Go ahead and push that button so people can know we're here. She said, amen, Vito. Amen, Vito. Just made brunch. Oh, what we eating today? What we eating? What's for brunch? What's for brunch?
you got like she gonna give you some.
I want some. You gonna feed me?
You gotta go to Charlotte.
She's not in Charlotte.
Who that said that?
Who in Charlotte? Oh, favorite always in Charlotte. Queen of Hearts says she just made brunch. I want to know what the brunch is all about.
Why not just say lunch?
Because it's breakfast and lunch. So she didn't have breakfast, so she's going to have breakfast for lunch.
Well,
And put it
Queen of
together.
Hearts, that is not brunch. That is breakfast.
She said pancakes, French toast, and turkey bacon. Oh, my. She's having breakfast for lunch. Brunch. He not with us.
That only last for 5 minutes.
No, it's not.
Yeah, breakfast don't last long no more like it used to. You know, when I was growing up.
She laughing and crying at you. What's up, TS? How y'all doing?
When I was growing up, breakfast lasts you all day.
Let us know where you're from. You see Charlotte on here. Charlotte. Who else we have? Wissy, where you from? Favorite always is from
TS.
Charlotte.
Who is TS?
TS in the house. Pennsylvania. Y'all, I had a dream about Pennsylvania. We're not going to even get into that because I think.
Hey, is that Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? Or Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Because it's a Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Which one is that?
Wissy is from New Jersey.
Pottstown, Pennsylvania. How far is that from Philadelphia?
TS is from Charlotte. What's up, Charlotte's in the house?
Or is that part of Philadelphia? What? Because I have relatives up there.
She says next to Philadelphia.
Next to Philadelphia. Okay. My kinfolks is up in Philadelphia.
1 hour away.
Last name Smith. Will Smith, that is.
Like
I don't really talk with him a lot. Matter of fact, I ain't talked to him in like 30 years. About 35 years. Me and Will. So.
All right, we're going to get started. And those who come in later, they're going to have to catch the replay. We've been on here for about 7 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and keep it
1 hour away.
moving. Mm-hmm. I know some Smiths in Philadelphia. Y'all might be some King. You know,
the Smiths. I mean, that's where we a lot of Smiths are in Philadelphia. That's where they originated from.
Right. Thumbs up, baby. You on, so you need thumbs up.
How you thumbs up?
Thumbs up, right there. Thumbs up, baby. There you go. Thumbs up. Vito didn't thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up.
How you go back to him? What's all I see the comments? What you do? What did you do?
Live chat.
You always messing with stuff.
All right. You guys, let me tell you where this conversation came into play. So we in our kitchen.
No,
having
tell the truth.
breakfast.
You trapped me. You trapped me while I was cooking breakfast. That's what you did.
I did not. It came to me. I don't know what I was thinking about. I don't know what we was talking about. We was cooking breakfast together. We weren't having brunch. We was having breakfast. Was it late? What we had? No, it was okay. So we was talking about how when women talk to men on the phone and how when men talk to women on the phone, how that dynamic transpire and what happens in a woman's mind versus a man's mind. So he will always say, babe, I was talking to them, but it was innocent. You know what I'm saying? So then I asked her, I say, well, is it really innocent? Let's talk about that for a minute because you were always saying it was innocent. But was it really? I know he said his intentions wasn't to hurt anybody's feelings or his intentions wasn't to, lead somebody on. But he keeps saying it was innocent. So I had to get down to the root of the matter, the heart of the matter.
She trapped me.
So I asked him, I say, okay, if you said it was so innocent, what was the reason for the exchanging of phone numbers, right? Because you're not going to exchange phone numbers with somebody you're not interested with. Now, if you feel me, I need y'all to be chit-chatting while I'm talking. So you're not going to exchange numbers with someone you are not, wait a minute, babe, that you're not attracted to. So he was like, well, some of them I liked and some of them I was intrigued. But the common denominator was that he was attractive. Even before you get to know somebody's heart, even before you get to know somebody's personality, what do you see first? Mm-hmm. The cuteness and the fineness, the butt, you know how we do, the breasts, the curves. So yeah, he saw all that. He saw the walk, the talk, right? So I said, well, how is that innocent? So in his mind, wait a minute, baby. Let me just tell him the backstory, because he's ready to go.
No, I'm not.
In his mind,
I'm listening to you. You're saying it right. You're
Okay.
saying a lot of that right.
okay. So in his mind, he feels like, okay, he's talking to these women, but he's trying to feel it out to see if that's the right person for him. He's in the search, if you will, the search. But the women that he's talking to don't know he's in the search. So he's not just talking to one woman, because in his mind it's innocent. It's just casual conversation to get to know somebody, right? So he's talking to multiple women with the same junction, the same intent of getting to know them to see if they are the one. So I told him, I say, so let me ask you this. Wouldn't it have been so? And then he said his intent was not to hurt a woman's feelings at all. That was not his intent. His intent was just to get to know them and see if they would be a good fit, right? So I came back and asked him, wouldn't it have been more fair to let the woman know, listen, I'm searching. I'm talking to multiple women at the same time. Nothing romantic, just casual chit-chatting to get to know them to see if they're a good fit. And I'm not in those particular words. You know how a man talk, how the man talk. But I felt like it gives a woman an option to stay or to walk away, right? But when you don't give that person the opportunity to make those type of decisions, then you kind of leave the woman thinking that they're the only person that you're talking to. It gives them like a false sense of hope, thinking I'm the one and we getting to know each other and I'm the only one he's getting to know. So this is a good thing. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, TS. So he's like, I don't know. Because my thing is this, give me an option. Let me know what this intention is up front. Let me deal with that.
Say something.
I'm gonna let him interject.
Let me just say something. Men are natural hunters.
Talk loud.
Men are natural hunters. They're not going to tell you up front why they hunting you. They are intrigued. They don't even know. I told you men are stupid. All right? Men don't fully know jack. Okay? They just have this inclination about what they know, what they're looking for. And in the process of that, when they're hunting, they cannot tell you exactly the whole picture of what they're hunting. They know when they see it, and when they know it, when they feel the communication, they know it when you have an interaction or a dialogue with that woman. They know it when she has a certain walk about her. They know it when she spills the first words out of her mouth. They know it how she smiles. They know it the way she conducts or how she carries herself. They know it only when they are exposed to it at that moment. So when a man, I'm talking about an innocent man. I'm talking about, when I say innocent, I'm talking about he has only the intent of basically he wants to find that very one that he can connect with and the very one that he desires to be with and to give himself to. He is going to hunt, and at the same time as he hunting, it's not that he intent is to get with them in order to get hooked up fleshly, to be able to get connected sexually. That's not even, I'm talking about the mature man. That's not even on his mind. He wants to get with that person who he can grow with, and someone who can help him grow, and someone who will have his back. That's basically what he's looking for. So the innocent part, that's where I was. Okay. But it was a pre-Kairos moment before God slapped me in the back. I'm just telling you. So by me being in that, a lot of things that I was doing, the intent, and that's why I love God so much, because see, God knows how to judge your heart, and he knows why you do what you do. Yes, would it have been more helpful to the young lady who was on the other side to hear Vito say, now listen, I'm not sure if you're the one, So
We want you to be honest.
I am just, trying to
Get to know
figure
you.
out, are you the
The
one,
one.
and get to know you if you are.
And there's
Well,
others that I'm also getting to know.
right. There are others that I am talking with at the same time, like I'm talking to you. No, because a woman is emotional. And sometimes, even though your innocence can be true of what it really is, some women may not accept it like that. And they may say, well, no, you're not gonna do none of that. So it may not even be a level of respect. Hold on, it may not be a level of respect at that moment of that woman respecting what that man is doing. Should that man, maybe express or share with that woman, well, this is what I'm doing. Well, the reason why I didn't do it, so I'm telling you what I did not do, is because, first of all, I didn't know what the heck I was doing anyway. So really, my motives and my intentions was never to hurt nobody. That's why I keep saying what I'm saying. That was never my intentions, and it was never in my heart to try to hurt nobody. I didn't know what I was doing. I thought that me searching for the one and doing what I was doing, because I could see if I was trying to be a player. Okay, I want to get with this one here. Okay, I want to get with her. And my intentions is never to get with her in order to build a life with her. Just her. Well, I can see if I was being a player doing that way. No, there were so many that my eyes were set upon. I was confused and didn't know where I was going and didn't know what I was doing. I'm gonna keep it real.
Keep it real, man.
Far as a man, another man, they just say another man who just want to be a player. Well, he ain't looking at that. He just looking at, okay, I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. His motives is already jacked up that he just want to get with the person sexually. That's it. He want to have many women that he wants to have sexual intercourse with. That's it. He don't even want to build no foundation with one woman. Me, sex was not even. It wasn't even. That was like way back in the back. I wanted to, because where I came from, I wanted to be connected with somebody where I can build this long commitment, and boom, we can just ride to the sunset, and boom, But at the same time, I was crazy and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Again.
Okay, so my question, with that being said, so y'all see the intent, you hear the intent. Because he's saying, even though if he would have shared his intent with the woman, or the women, should I say,
that would have scared her off.
He said it would not have made
it
any difference.
It would have scared her off.
However, that should have been okay though.
No,
that
not
should have been okay.
From a male perspective, if he's a hunter, a hunter does not like to lose.
I'm not talking about a hunter.
What he's trying to hunt.
So that's selfish. So your intent is still uninnocent.
No,
because you're still thinking about you.
No, well, at that moment, you are thinking about yourself.
Right. So what I'm saying,
you're not thinking about how the way the other person is going to receive it. You're thinking about yourself at that moment.
You just said, well, babe, if I would have told them, it would have scared them off. That should have been their prerogative.
No, I'm telling you what. I ain't saying me. I said, I said Vito, it would have scared them off. What I'm telling you that some men may not want to tell them that because it may scare them off. I ain't saying Vito.
Okay, so let's talk about men. Let's talk about in general.
Okay.
Not Vito. Let's talk about in general.
Yeah, because see, Vito's a different cat. So Vito I don't think generally the normal way that every man thinks. You got to understand, I grew up with two sisters, so there was a lot of things that I was introduced to as a young man, seeing the feminine side and understanding certain things, to whereas I can meet a guy who grew up with just brothers. His total way about women is totally thinking differently the way I think.
Okay, we're talking about.
All right.
So my thing is this. I think it will allow women more power in a relationship. Just like you're the hunter and you got the power, it should be an equal opportunity within these relationships. Because, like you said, if your intent is to see what's out there, see who's the best candidate for you, because that's what you're doing. I think women at the same time, although you're thinking it would scare them off, then give me that option to be scared off. Because if I don't want to deal with a guy, if I don't want to be talking to a dude who I know is talking to other women to see if this is the right one, I should have the opportunity to walk away. And you should understand that.
Yeah, but that should be still something that you yourself, whether or not you should make that decision, whether or not you want to choose whether or not. Because to be
I
honest
just said
with you,
that if you don't tell me,
but
I don't
even
know.
but even okay, so you can't just put that on the man.
Yes, I can.
No,
Because
you cannot.
if I don't know, we're talking.
What do you mean? Every
If
woman
I
have
don't-
okay.
no, no,
every
listen.
woman has a personal intuition about what
Listen.
they're feeling, whether or not is
We're
this
not
is
talking
good
about
or
that.
not.
I'm talking about. We're talking about natural first. We're gonna talk about spirit later.
That's still natural.
In the natural, if we think that we're the only person you're talking to, that's what we're gonna go by. Come on now, give us some credit. Just like if you and I are just talking, and I give you the indication that you're the only man I'm talking to, you don't have any reason to think there's another man out there.
Now I'm gonna bust your bubble. Every woman that I was talking to, I had already believed that they were talking to other men, and they were. I knew they were. I didn't ask him.
He trying to
No,
he trying to
no.
he trying to twist this.
No, I said I'm gonna bust your bubble, and I just bust your bubble.
Cause you trying to twist it. You ain't know.
No. I didn't say. Listen, they were not. Let me just hear me out.
Don't be telling me
Hear me out.
Like you tell the truth.
They were. Now, to what degree, I do not know. But the only thing I knew.
Now, Queen of Hearts, wait a minute. Queen of
I
Hearts
knew.
says, I have exchanged numbers with men I wasn't attracted to due to their personalities. Friend zoned them unless I wanted them. I let them know I was talking to multiple people.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I had no. I mean, okay. So is she talking to them to do what? If you listen to what she said,
she said one of them are
she's-
friend zoned. She said she
wasn't attracted to
she
their
friend
personality.
zoned them.
Friend zoned them unless I wanted them.
Right. So if she wanted
Unless
them, she would tell the other men that she is talking to multiple people.
Okay, so if the ones that she wanted, she wouldn't tell them that she was talking to multiple people, or
Yeah.
or she said that the one that she wanted, she would tell them that she talking to.
Right.
Other
She
people.
says unless I want them, she said I let them know I was talking to multiple people.
Okay, I don't know if I'm reading that
And
correctly, but okay.
to me, I can respect someone telling me, you know what, boo, you're not the only one. I'm just talking to you just to kind of see where this gonna go. But you're giving me the opportunity to walk away or to stay.
Smart calling. Out of all time, they calling. Butterpup is here. What Pet Smart calling for?
What's up, William Sheila?
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So what we was talking about in general was that concept of when you're exchanging numbers and you're talking to each other and your emotions starts to entangle, and then you get caught up in someone whose intention is not the same as yours, and this is why it's so important.
Okay, how can you
Wait a
tell if
minute.
someone is talking to someone else? How can you tell if someone is talking to someone else while they're talking to you? What are the signs?
There's a lot of signs.
What? Just give me one.
One sign is, you're not always available.
Bam, bam, right there. You ain't got to go no further. Exactly.
But no,
What I'm telling
my
you-
thing is this: why should I depend on signs when I should depend on a human being with a mouth who can share
Because
with
sometimes when a human being is not at that mature level to tell you, that's where the inclination of the intuition comes into effect. It's called discernment. That's when you know. That's we ain't talking about no relationship with God. We're talking about the signs that you are able to see. What I'm telling you is that when I said that there were some who I was speaking to, they were speaking to other men. You know why? Because they weren't available. A lot. Times that I would call, never called me back. 2 or 3 days. Wow. Oh, but at first, when you and I talk, you pick up the phone all the time. What happened?
Are you looking at that?
No, I'm looking at you.
Don't look at
You're
me.
so pretty. I gotta look at you.
Oh, that's so.
It's like I'm talking to you. So me and you talking. I ain't talking. I'm talking to them, but I'm talking to you. It's me and you having this dialogue. So what I'm saying is that was an intuition that I had in me, that I felt in my spirit. And then crazy part about it, It came back to confirmation. I'm like, oh, okay. So I wasn't stupid. So what I'm saying is that everybody does that. In the perfect world, you're absolutely right. But we ain't living in a perfect world. You're dealing with human beings that has different emotions, different feelings. They have different. Wait a minute, listen to me. They have different reasons why they do what they do. You're right. In a perfect world, you're absolutely right.
But even in an imperfect world, a person can open up their mouth and say, "This is my intent."
Some have to be a perfect. Some will, and some will, and some they won't.
Okay, so
I'm just saying.
Okay, so let's fast forward.
Okay.
So after you and I got together,
yeah,
all these women crying in the bathroom.
Oh, please. It was just
mad. One. Let me finish my...
It was just one.
Let me finish my countdown.
But you're not telling the whole you're not telling the whole reason why.
Crying in the bathroom.
You got to tell the reason why, man.
Women trying to figure out what's the matter because they had never seen us together. So when I walk up in there on his arm, they're trying to figure out what the heck. You got women dressing like him because they find out what color he gonna wear. You got people asking him, it's something that I did. What's going on? You got people mad. So I say, babe. So I had to enlighten him on women and our emotional drive, and how when we talk to men in general, we already have the wedding. We already walk down the aisle. We got kids. We got families. Because especially when you're older. Those who are mature, you're not trying to date all these men anymore. You're trying to settle down with the one that you want to be with, right? So I was like, babe, you need to apologize. And at first he was like, but why? I didn't leave them on. Yes, you did. Yes, you did without you even knowing it. So I had to break it down, and then he did go back and apologize. I'm so proud of him. He apologized. He apologized because sometimes. Good men, real men, they don't know. They are quote unquote innocent and dumb y'all, because they just don't know.
Men, I'm telling you, y'all, and brothers, I don't care if brothers don't like me now. But brothers, listen, brothers do not have it together like y'all want them to and like y'all think they should have it. That's the reason why God gives them a helpmeet. It's because they don't have it together. Y'all want these men to have this stuff together, have everything lined up. Y'all want them to have the proper way of thinking. You want them to have the maturity level of being able to lead your family. They are not born like that. The men are not born that way. They do not operate off of intuition. They operate off of natural things, what they see with their natural eyes. That is what their nature is. God has to be the one to intervene their life or interrupt their plan or supernaturally tap them on the shoulder or slap them in the face or thump their head and say, hey, stop. You don't know what you're doing. You stupid.
Stop.
And then the man has to agree with God as God insults him. When God say, man, you stupid, the man has to say, you know what, I am. For God to say, okay, since you realize that you really are, and you agree with me, now let me show you how you can be smart. Let me show you how you can be intelligent. Let me show you, but you got to yield yourself up under me. You got to yield and confess. You got to be able to depend on me. You got to say you don't know what you're doing in order for this thing to continue to be shown that I can make you intelligent and make you smart. You could look like you smart and intelligent, but really intelligence is not coming from you, but it's coming from me putting it in you and you just operating in it.
Okay, let's shift for a minute.
Okay.
Let's talk about the women and how we have also contributed to the stupidity.
Yes, you have.
Of dating.
Yes, you have.
We don't want to beat up on the men.
What's up, Linda L. from Southern California, girl? What's up? I see you.
Linda L on here?
Linda L. We were just talking about you.
We were. So it's not always the man, because sometimes women, we put ourselves in positions that cause us to get our feelings hurt. We get caught up because a lot of times we're so, I don't want to say pressured. We can be pressured in today's society, but we are so bent on having someone, don't want to be alone, that sometimes the first man that comes along, we think he's the one. I'm talking about Marshall. The one that I think he is the one I've already imagined. I'm already there. Emotions are already flowing. Or we will put ourselves in positions to be seen by a man Because we know we like this, he who findeth. So we're going to help him find by putting ourselves in the
A lot
position.
of y'all gonna raise your hands and say, "Who is me?"
We're going to help him find by putting ourselves in the position for him to find us. And that's not what that verse is about. That verse is about God. So we're going to go ahead and shift this thing, because a lot of times women, men can only do what we allow them to do.
And keep that. I want you to keep that now. Stay right there. Stay. Don't you go nowhere. Matter of fact, keep your fingers right there. Keep your fingers right there so you remember what you were saying. You said
Men cannot do no more than we allow them to do.
Okay, so what is that saying? That is saying that if the woman has the foundation, listen, she has the foundation of who she is, right? And whom she is, and her relationship with God. Now, when she's at that point, and then when the man comes, right, or when God sends her to the man, the foundation, it helps the man to become. So really, actually,
it starts with us.
It starts with the woman who God really builds the foundation first. Because
we gotta help
a lot of y'all got to twist yes. Well, God chose the man first. Well, not because God he chose a man first because that was his will. But he also already had planned for it. Ain't like God said, okay, you know what? I forgot to create.
I forgot to create Eve.
Create Eve or create a help me for Adam. No, God. It says that, and God saw that man was wrong. It was not good for man to be alone. God already knew that. It ain't the fact that because it was worded that way that God just realized that he made a mistake.
Okay.
No. God already knew it.
Yeah, go ahead. I remember my feelings stopped getting hurt when I gave my feelings and me, Marshall, all of me, to my father.
That's the foundation.
When I developed a relationship with God and God alone, that's when my standards changed. That's when my worth changed. That's when I knew my value. That's when I had confidence in who I am. And when you have those things, all of those elements and components in your life, you're not going to accept certain attitude, behavior, intentions, because you're not going to position yourself to even have those attacks. There were people who would come to me, and because of my relationship with God, I already knew that wasn't the one. He ain't the one. He ain't the one. But when your focus is always on something that's not for you right now, it's going to come to you right now, although that's not the one for you right now. Whatever you're focusing on, that's what you attract. Come on now. Y'all feel me? Whatever you're focusing on, whatever you are, that's what you attract. So I was attracting these men, good looking, fine, bald head, built, tall, athletic. I knew how I liked them, right? And that's how they was coming to me. Left, right, we talk, emotions. Oh, this got to be the one, because God, in religion, God know what I like. God know my heart. At the same time, it ain't got nothing to do with God. That's your flesh. And so we entangle ourselves so quickly and thinking that it's God or not. And we allow our feelings to get hurt because of that. But when we know who we are, there's things that we can stop at the door. Vito could not have approached me in the spirit and in my relationship with God at the time. When he was with all them other females, I wasn't in that circle. Because God did not allow that to happen. He blocked a lot of men from me. A lot of you think, wait a minute, that's God's protection. God, I'm waiting on you, but I don't see nothing. That's God's protection. God was blinding men from me and blinding me from men. Vito was there all along. Shoot, matter of fact, he was, how long, we stayed like 5 minutes away from each other, baby? 5, 10 minutes away?
Not even that.
Not even
down
that.
The street.
Right down the street. You telling me we never saw each other at the grocery store, at the surrounding gas stations, the convenience, Walmart. It's like, what if God had him on aisle 3 and I was on aisle 4, and as he was walking, I'm walking, we never saw each other?
I went to go and check out my $5.
You you can't tell me God don't shield you when you're in the right standing with him. God ain't trying to tempt us. God don't try to do that. He wants to protect his children so we can protect ourselves by first keeping our eye on him, focusing on him, so that even if the dogs come, we can sniff them out before we get there in the spirit.
Let me say something. Y'all women.
Did he say y'all women?
Y'all women. My sisters. Okay.
He said y'all women, my sisters.
Why you think when you hear a man giving a speech, he's being acknowledged for his great work, and he always get up? I'm talking about a man who knows where he come from, and he always says, behind a great man there's always a great woman. He cannot be where he at unless that woman is being great in him to help him and to push him. This is what I'm talking about. When you change your mindset of what God calls a woman to be a wife, your whole mindset and conditioning of how you think is going to change. He prepares you to be a woman, a wife, to have the solid foundation in the marriage. Why do you think the enemy attacked the woman? Why he didn't come to Adam first? Think about it. He had every opportunity to go to Adam first. Every opportunity. Why did he choose Eve? Because he understood what a woman is made of.
The power.
If he can attack the foundation.
Woo, that's some power, y'all.
Because you know what Christ said. Remember when Jesus said that when he that built his house upon a rock, it shall stand. But he that built his house upon a sand, it shall wither away. Because of the foundation. What's wrong?
Let me hold that remote. I'm sorry.
This?
Yeah. Go ahead.
And because if the foundation is unstable, the enemy is easy to come in and attack what he wants to attack and bring that particular situation or that relationship or that marriage, bring it down. Why? Because he wants to attack the foundation. The enemy has always done that. So what I'm saying is this, is that a lot of you who may want to be, you desire to be married one day, and you desire God to, if that's his will. But you have to understand something. You are the foundation that God prepares to be for that husband. And when you can understand that and know that when God chooses you, he chooses you for that purpose, now you are able to understand that you are being the solid foundation of that marriage is what counts to help that husband get to where he needs to be in order for him to be successful in life. And then when he get there, guess what he's going to say? He's going to say, well, behind every great man, there's a great woman. Because he knows that there's no way that he could have done that. Because God doesn't choose the man to be the leader. He chooses a man for the assignment, but he chooses the wife to help the man get there.
Okay, I got a question, babe, for you.
Should a man?
It was showing. I wanted to see your hands, not your phone.
Okay.
Should a man not be together at 54? He said, even at the age of 54, shouldn't he already have it together? At 54 years old, shouldn't a man be mature enough and not be out there trying to play games? He's too old to be playing games at 54. She's trying to say at age of 54, should he not be together already?
Wait, well, what do you call together?
Not out there playing games, cheating.
Okay, what kind of games he playing?
Cheating.
Who said that? Who said she was cheating?
I'm just assuming that's what you're talking about.
Well, don't assume. Let her be the one to say.
That's what he was talking about.
I know, but let her be the one to say what is he doing.
That's what she was talking about. That's what he was talking about when she asked that question. So go ahead and answer the question.
So should he have himself together?
Yes, at 54. You 57.
Well, I mean,
56.
I mean, you got to
You
understand.
56, he'd be 57 next month.
Listen, I'm 56, but I still ain't got myself together.
Okay, so Queen of Hearts. What do you mean by together? Having himself together at 54?
My mindset is totally different when you're asking me a question, Vito. So you got yourself. No, I don't. Because you don't think there's some things that I truly want to still do.
In what way are you talking about? And I think she's talking about just being a hoe.
I don't know, but I need for her to.
Being a hoe.
I need for her to be detailed about that.
Okay, Queen of Hearts, be detailed, baby.
I'm not answering until you be detailed with it.
Let's see.
Because when we got married, how old was I?
You was 43.
I was 43. Did I have myself together?
I was 33.
Did I have myself together?
No.
Okay then.
In certain areas you did.
But okay, was I out there playing and was I out there going to the clubs or was I out there?
Okay, so let me tell you this. So the areas where I felt you were together, you were committed, you loved the Lord.
Okay.
You loved me.
Okay.
You was a gentleman.
Okay.
You was mature as to what a man role constitutes.
Okay. What is she talking about?
In the areas that I felt you needed some improvement.
In what?
Credit.
Okay.
You was also together when it came to your ex-wife. You made sure she was in check so it won't be.
But did I go to work every day?
You went to work every day. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. I'm saying so the part where you may not think you was together, credit. Being consistent on your job, having consistent jobs. To me, that was it. Trying to find your way in the career life.
But you said, okay, I just asked you, right? Did I have myself together, right? You named 2 things that you thought that I didn't, or 3 things,
right?
Compared to 6 things that you thought I did,
right? So I say yes.
But
you say no.
No, I asked you. You said no.
I was talking about no in the sense of what you were talking about.
Okay, so you gave me 6 things that I was and 3 things that I wasn't.
Because we wasn't together like that, I wouldn't have married you.
No, you would have married me. God told you to marry me.
I wouldn't. I would have disobeyed.
You would have missed your blessing.
I would have disobeyed. You would have missed your blessing.
You would have missed your blessing. I'm tired
of you saying that. You would have missed your blessing.
Hey, I can't help because he chose you for me too. I can't help that.
Well, he chose me for you too.
Listen, don't be getting mad with me. When he put order, he put order in like that.
He chose me for you too.
Hey, I just told you how he put order.
You had all them other females he didn't choose.
Well, he didn't choose them.
Then. Well, you would have missed your blessing.
He didn't choose them.
Had she said yes to your proposal, you would have been jacked up.
I still would have been jacked up. Absolutely. Okay, my internet connection was messed up. I'm back.
Okay.
Queen, well, first of all, you need to pay your bill.
So, Queen, no, that's because of the internet. Queen, did you hear our question to you? Our question to you is: tell us what you mean by him being not together or together. What constitutes you saying? Should he not be together at 54? Because he's not going to explain it until you.
You got to be detailed with that.
Because with me, I think Vito was together. There were some areas that needed some improvement. Like I said, it was like little things. But the list of him being together on my side way outweighed what I felt like he wasn't, together in.
Playing games. He doesn't know who he is.
See, I told you.
Running from his past trauma and not wanting to heal. Still entertaining multiple women because he's afraid of commitment.
Thank you. Okay, boy. That's what I was telling you.
That's not playing games. It's just that he's in denial.
That ain't playing games.
No, that's not. That's not playing games. Let's get
no.
That's not playing games. Okay. Listen to me.
Let's go.
I was in denial.
Y'all see, like, let's go.
Listen to me. When I came out of my marriage, I went right into another relationship. I'm talking about right into another. Okay, let me give you doggone months then. Okay, I got divorced in October. It was October the 31st when my divorce went final. October, November, December, January, I was in a relationship. 3 months later. I ain't had time to give myself time to heal. And then right after that, 2 months later, I got into another relationship. All right. I didn't give myself time enough to heal. You saw that? In 3 months, in 3 months, I went and connected myself with 2 women. It wasn't because I was playing games. It was because I wasn't healed. It was because I didn't know who I was. And because I was in a 13-year marriage, and then all of a sudden that person say they don't want the marriage no more, that put a big blow to my psyche as a man. So I felt rejected. I felt like that this person, and then not only that, I felt men just don't confess about their situation until later. Absolutely. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I wasn't playing no games. It's just that I didn't know how hurt I was. And I was trying to hurry up and find that companionship again without going through a process, because no one did teach me and told me, Vito, you need to sit down, you need to chill, you don't need to get involved with no woman, you need to heal. What do you mean I need to heal? Vito, let me share this with you. You've been with somebody for 13 years. You've been rejected. You've been told that you was not wanted anymore. You don't put all of this effort into this marriage. You don't have this in you. You don't make sure that this person was taken care of in the marriage. You went through a lot of mental and basically how would you say, spiritual abuse? Would you say witchcraft, being controlled, manipulated? You done been through all of that. So because you done been through all of that, you need God to heal you and detox you from this, so you would not be, so you won't hurt someone else in the next
hurt people
in your life. I didn't have nobody telling me to do that. So therefore, I wasn't playing games. I was just trying to get connected with somebody because this person didn't want me. Okay, well, I'm okay. If you don't want me, all right, I still got that companionship desire to have companionship. It ain't the fact that I was playing games. It's the fact that I was still trying to find that. And that's what happens to people when they come out of a long-term relationship. They don't give themselves time to heal. They don't even know that they are hurt. They don't realize how hurt they are. It takes someone who's very close to them, who was there with them, who experienced it with them, to see that, man, this person is really hurt, but they don't see it, for them to talk to them and tell them that. I did not know that. So I wasn't playing no games. I'm just trying to explain that just because a person's going through that, and you got to understand something too now, is another reason why I was talking to all of these women too. Look how all of that had a trickle effect on me.
And that's what you're ready to say.
Yeah, I wasn't playing no games. I was just trying to find that companionship again.
The phrase that we use, especially with women, when we talk about men who's going through, all these women and talking to multiple women, we use the word playing games because that's the surface word to use. That because we feel like they're playing games, playing with all these women. But to be honest, the reality of it, men and women, it's not it's the same thing. We do things out of a root. There's a root cause for every trickle
Absolutely.
effect. So although we may say he's playing games, he may be playing games on the outward. He may be talking to all these women on the outward, and it's facts. But on the spiritual level, there's a root for everything. When a woman always give herself to a man, there's a root. My root was I didn't have a dad. So what did I do? I was looking for love in a man. There's a root. Not because I was a nympho, not because I just loved to have sex, or I just wanted to be, I wanted that companionship, I wanted that attention, because I never got it. But if you didn't know my story, if you didn't know where I came from, if you didn't know that, things happen sexually,
I would say you playing games.
When I was little, if you don't know my story, right, and you just see me and what I'm doing,
I would say you playing games.
You would say I'm playing games.
Even a man would say that. I'm like,
right.
Oh man, nah, bro.
So even as women, we have to be so discerning. When we see these guys, we have to be. Remember, we did a video on this. We have to switch our emotions to spiritual. Switch from this is a man playing games versus this is a brother in Christ. This is God's creation,
right,
and something happened.
Right.
Not to justify, not to defend, but it also gives you enough information to know there's a reason why he's doing what he's doing.
Absolutely.
There's a reason why he don't want to commit.
Right.
He probably understands. I I was scared to commit too. Why? Because it seemed like everything I got close to
She
died.
loses, right?
Everything I loved left. So every time, even when I got married, I felt like something about me, he's about to leave. Even in my, I mean, I say it, but in my dreams, I will always dream about him being with somebody else,
Yep.
him leaving me. There's a root cause for every action. So when you're dealing with people, yes, the healing has not taken place. Yes, a lot of women and men don't want to face the trauma. They don't want to face, because when you face it, you got to dig deep. And who wants to go through the trauma again? Because in order for you to get healed, you got to face what hurt you. And a lot of times we're afraid to face what hurt us because it hurts. Who wants to relive that over and over? But guess what? You have to take the bandage off, and it's going to hurt when you do. But when you allow God to deal with the root and pluck it up and heal that, that's when the person starts healing. And that's why we can't rush into relationships when people are going through the healing process, because it disturbs
That's right.
what God is trying to do.
Disturbs the process.
When you get married and divorced, I've heard it. Vito have told me before. People I know have told me it's like going through a death. It's like experiencing death. When I was engaged, y'all, twice, and when it did not fall through, I remember one time I was engaged. I had to take the ring back to the jeweler. Ask them if we can get our money back. Do you know how hurtful that was? I was crying at the jewelry store. Y'all, it's emotional. And when you jump into another relationship, you thinking, oh, I'm just going to get over. You know how they say, if you want to get over somebody, get with another person. That prolongs the healing. It prolongs the process, and you find yourself hurting people. That's why our feelings get hurt. Because now you're hurting not his intentions, but he's doing the same cycle he's used to, so he will not have to face the hurt that has hurt him because it's been a trauma rooted. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, we see the outward. He's playing games, he's cheating, he's running from this, there's a reason for that. He don't want to commit, there's a reason for that. She don't want to commit, there's a reason for that. And only God can dig deep. You can't do it, you can't change him, he can't change you. Only God can do the transformation.
And see, that takes time.
Yeah.
And when you run into somebody like that, that's showing you it ain't time. You know, they have to go through that. There are people right now who are in their 60s, 70s, and possibly 80s, just getting to the point of dealing with their hurt and dealing with the past hurts that they have been hurt by that caused them to be where they are. And if you was to talk to them, they would say, yeah, I've been like this for the last 30 years. I've been like this for the last 25 years. You have to give people time, but that's why God is the only one that knows when it's the right time, that he is in that that person is going through their process of going through the healing. A lot of people don't like to deal with the hurt that they don't went through. They don't even like to talk about it. Why? Because they don't want to deal with it and face it. And now they know they got to say, you know what? But you know, I was one of them. There's a reason why I ran from that, because you got to understand something. I got a divorce in 2003. My mom passed away in 2004. My dad passed away in 2004. My grandmother passed away in the beginning of the year of 2005. So I never had, and not only that, I didn't have a relationship with my children from my first marriage. So all of that on top of that, I did not make no money because I was paying all my child support, so I didn't have no place to stay. I had to go stay with my dad. So you got to understand all of this on me, right? And you got to understand, I'm still trying to attempt to be with somebody in a relationship. Can you imagine how crazy I was and the way that I was thinking and how many walls I had up and how difficult that was? And the first young lady I was in a relationship, how I made that difficult, and then the one that I was with for a year and a half, almost 2 years, is how I made that difficult. That's what I'm trying to say, is that I wasn't playing no games. I was just hurt and didn't realize how hurt I was. And on top of that, never got healed from my childhood of the things of what I went through my childhood. You know, being abused physically and mentally by my dad. You know, God rest his soul. But all of that being neglected by my mom because she had a boyfriend. You see what I'm saying? I mean, all of this stuff. You know, so it's a lot of things that you can go all the way back. You know, that you have to understand that sometimes when you see people from the outside of what they're doing, you're attaching or labeling them this way, but you have no clue of some of the things that they don't been through, and then they may not even want to talk about it. You know, they're afraid to talk about it. They don't want to deal with that emotional side because it hurts. So yeah.
And we have to understand too that we can't expect people to give us something that they don't have. We can't expect people to give us what they don't know how to give us. A lot of times when we get in these relationships, we want men to do certain things they don't know how to do. Me and Vito, we had a heart-to-heart talk one day. I hope you don't mind me sharing. And we was talking about how when you don't experience, let's say, affection in growing up. See, my mom, she was the type of person, she said she never got affection. Mama didn't give affection, her dad didn't give affection, but she made it up in her mind intentionally when she had a child, which was me, that she was going to always give me affection. And God knows she always give me affection because that's what she has intended to do. When you don't have something or you have not experienced that, you don't know how to give it because it was never given to you. But you know you need to. So mentally you got this thing, but it hasn't been sold into you to do it naturally. You know how there's some people they just so good with kids. It comes naturally for them because it's been instilled in them as they were children. But when you grow up and you miss that component of your life, you have to intentionally be the person God wants you to be with His help to be what what you was not given when you were little. Does that make sense? Almost as if I know that I have issues with giving him affection because I didn't give it, I have to be more intentional. It's going to be more difficult, but it's easier with God to be more intentional to do that. I can't use the excuse, well, it never happened to me, so I don't know how to do it.
And even if she don't do it, that doesn't mean that she don't love me. Or even if I don't do it, that don't mean that I don't love her. It's the fact that you're putting forth the effort to even try to do it, but you don't realize that you don't even have that in you because you're so used to being where you are.
Until somebody
bring it to your attention and say, you're not this. I'm like, what? Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, I know you're not. Really?
Right.
So
for a long time, my babe, I love him. But he really thought he was romantic. In his mind, he's romantic. He want to be romantic, but he feels like his romantic has to deal with money. If he don't have no money, he can't be romantic. That's not romantic.
Right. I was never taught that. And not only that, you're dealing with somebody who's not materialistic. Whereas where I come from, they were materialistic. Or at least I thought they were. They probably wasn't either. I just felt like I had to do that in order to express my love. But now you're talking about somebody who don't even wear a lot of jewelry, and the jewelry that she wears is really, what you call that jewelry? Custom jewelry. So it's like, okay, well, she don't like flowers. So, it's like, goddamn. You
gotta say it like that.
It's like, goddamn, okay, so what does she like? She like her time. She likes her time. She likes spending time. Quality time. Not just any time, but quality time.
I want to go on trips. I want to go out on dates. I want to go picnics. I want to go walking on the beach. That's very inexpensive. And when you're romantic, you have those type of romantic creativities. But when you don't, you have to put more effort. You have to have more intention.
You just got to do it, and as it becomes a habit, and then you got it.
But what I love about my husband, it took him a minute, because some men, if you bring something to their attention, their ego and their pride won't let them. That's how he was. If I am romantic, okay, babe. But as he grows and matures, he realizes, well, you might be right. Because romantic, you don't have to think about it. It just happens.
Yeah, it's a natural.
It's natural. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we have to have those intentional things where we lack. We have to be more intentional to be better in that area. Like Divine. Divine is the most affectionate person
Lord have mercy.
I know. She want her hugs. She want her attention. She want her hugs. She want her attention all day long.
I'd be like, come on, man.
And
I
he
just hug you.
is not like that.
I just hugged you 2 seconds ago.
And I had to tell him she's a girl. She needs that from him. So she won't be going out there trying to get it from somebody else.
Listen. Now she go to bed 8:30. She come give me a hug and kiss. Okay, then go down. She go in there and go to get in the bed.
What she call? Who she want after I go and pray with her and everything?
And she want her daddy.
Can you tell daddy to come in here?
And I come in there, and you know what? She want to play.
Somebody, Miss Rice, told me this, and it stuck with me, and it's spiritually it is so true. She said, when someone's spiritual bucket isn't full, they're gonna constantly
nag you.
Continue to they're gonna constantly try to strive.
Right.
So if my bucket is
trying
not
to get
full,
food. Right.
So let me use myself as an example. If my bucket isn't full, intimately wise, affectionately wise, attention wise, I'm cranky. I'm mad, and I don't want to deal with you.
Like
don't ask me to do nothing.
Last night when I asked what's wrong with you,
because I'm upset. I haven't had my time. I can't compete with no phone. I can't compete with tennis. I can't compete with golf. I can't, and I shouldn't have to. So yeah, I already knew. I'm gonna feel some kind of way. So
you know what I did?
You know what I do? I pray. I said, God, I can't deal with this. So you gonna have to convict him, because if I do it, he ain't gonna take it from me.
So what I do?
Because I'm mad. I'm mad, and you know I'm mad because it ain't right. When I'm talking, I need eye contact. Not you looking down on your phone to my wait a minute, babe. I'm getting ready to do this next play, babe. But I don't like that. So, I have learned, y'all. There's a video we did, The Power of Shut Up. So when I shut up, I pray, Father, I'm mad. I ain't got my attention, I ain't got my intimacy. I can't compete. So when I prayed that prayer, lie to you not, the phone started coming down. He went and took him a shower. He came back. He didn't pick up the phone. So he like, babe, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Nothing. Knowing good and well, God already told you what's wrong with me. But I digress. But I'm just saying. I'm not materialistic, but I want the free stuff. Give me the free stuff. Attention is free. Affection is free. One day he came by me. He did me like this, on my back. You didn't feel me? No, that was a drive-by. So he come back and say, do you feel this? You feel it? I said, ooh, yeah, I feel that. You see what I'm saying? Don't be giving me no drive-bys. Put some back into it.
She said a drive-by. I did a drive-by. I said a drive-by.
He was like,
and I did this. I just kind of just breathed somebody like as I was walking past her.
He was going to get some water from the refrigerator.
And I kind of touched her back a little bit.
And kept it moving. Something like that.
See what I'm saying?
I threw that right up. I threw it away. He said, babe, you didn't feel me? You
talking about the drive-by?
Oh, the drive-by? That drive-by? You did? You talking about the drive-by?
So I politely came right to her and just rubbed her on the back and said, you feel it?
He said, you feel it? You feel all that? I said, I feel all that. Give it to me the way I want it. Y'all know what it is.
It takes some labor. God dog,
That's
it takes some labor.
That's right, ladies.
All right, so did we answer the question? Did we answer that?
I think we did.
Hey, what's her name? Queen
of Hearts.
Hey, Queen of Hearts, did we answer your question?
She said, yeah.
She said, God came to me in a dream telling me he had to come to him and that I could only help and assist. That's right, absolutely. That's right. Because he doesn't belong to you.
He doesn't. This is great, and this is a great and much needed conversation dialogue. Oh, great. Kindness coach, she laughing. Hey, kindness coach, Lady Dr. P. Y'all know we crazy. Y'all know how we keep it real.
Okay.
I think we already.
Okay. All right. So what other questions are we talking about here?
What else y'all want to talk about?
I think we don't pour it out just about everything.
We have another video we're gonna do that we haven't done yet. When when we're gonna talk about it. 3 days we didn't talk for 3 whole days. Mm-mm-mm. Remember that, babe? So we're gonna come and tell y'all about that situation. 3 days, y'all, we ain't talk. That's a long time to be married with somebody, don't talk to them in the same house. Thank you for keeping it real with us.
That was not a good. That was not a good feeling.
It was not a good feeling at all.
That wasn't a good feeling. And all it stemmed from communication.
Communication.
Misassumption.
Lack of.
That's where it came from. Yep.
And that
right,
we also want you guys to understand that just because you get married to the one that God has for you, it is not going to be perfect. You're going to still have your issues.
It don't supposed to be.
You're going to still have your challenges. If it was perfect, what you need God for? God still wants to be the center of your marriage. So we go through some things too. We be on this video chit chat because we already went through it. God already healed us, and we can come and talk about it. If we weren't healed and we didn't learn our lesson, we wouldn't be talking to y'all or be able to talk about it. Be very transparent. Because a lot of people don't tell you the bad part or the ugly part. I put it that way. They want to tell you about the good. But we talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. Because we don't want y'all to think it's a fantasy. Oh my God, God put us together so everything gonna be just right. And that's a lie from the devil. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. But you will have more good than bad.
All right, designed by Laney said, what does it mean when a man says he is trying to get things together or he is working out some things? All right, so
that can mean a lot.
That can mean a lot. So in this, now listen, designs by Laney, you ain't telling everything. And I'm going to tell you why. There's no such thing as a man saying, I'm trying to get things together or he's working out something. He's already giving you something that he's trying to get things together on. Something that y'all don't talked about. Something that he spilled. Something that he said. And, excuse me, and that what he said, he may have not gone further into it, but he gave you some, like a hint. Like a hint. Because
I got my own thoughts, but go ahead.
Yeah. No, I want to know what things he said he trying to get things together or things that he working on. I want to know the whole thing in that aspect.
I can only tell you from my experience from the past.
It doesn't mean that, babe. That's what you. Hold on. I'm just trying to let me finish.
I'm just saying. I'm getting ready to just explain that.
Right. Okay, but let me finish. You still had some indication of stuff what was going on.
I'm getting ready to explain to her. Yes. Okay. I'm getting ready to share.
Okay.
It's called testimony.
Okay, but I'm saying, when he's saying get things together or he's working on some things, even before he said that, there was something that he's already done said in the conversation. There's something that he's already done told you or gave you a hint on things that what he's trying to get together, some stuff that he's trying to work on or whatever the case may be. So when you're saying that and asking that question, I need for you to come on real.
Okay. So
all right, come on real.
Designed by Lene. That's those same questions that you're asking. Those statements was also told to me back in the day. And what he meant by that was, this is my Cheryl experience. Yours could be totally different, but when the guy told me that, he had another woman he was trying to work out situations. It was complicated, right? He was trying to work that situation out. He wanted to see if that was where he wanted to be or if he wanted to be with me. He was trying to see if he can cut that off, if he should cut that off, or if he wanted to be with me.
So you had information prior to what was going on?
At the time I didn't, but it did come out.
Okay.
It did come out.
All right.
So, but of course, I knew, like you said, the intuition. I may not have had a relationship with God at the time, but my intuition
kicked
knew.
In, didn't it?
That don't sound right. What you talking about? Because my thing is, if it's something that you're trying to work out and it's nothing that you are ashamed of,
right? Why you can't
tell me?
Right.
Why you can't share with me?
Absolutely.
Boo, I don't have good credit right now, and I'm trying to get that together.
There you go.
Or boo, I'm staying with my mama right now, and I want to be able to contribute something to this relationship. Or boo, I'm trying to get this business off the ground, and I don't want to be distracted right now. Tell me what the somethings are.
Right. Right.
But don't just leave it out there as I got. Because when you do that, I found out the one he was staying with, they were supposed to be sleeping on two separate rooms. BS. But I'm just saying.
Okay, you just cussed. Go ahead.
No, I didn't. I said BS.
Everybody know what BS means.
I said 2 letters.
Everybody know what BS means.
Be sure. Be sure. He's telling you the truth.
That don't even sound right.
But let me tell you something. When it is God, you won't have a question. So let's go back to that part. A lot of people want to skip that part because they want to do it their way. When it is God, there's no question. Was Vito perfect? No. Had I looked at him from just the physical aspect of what he had and what he didn't have, I would have missed my blessing, like he always say, right? But God knows who he has created just for you. And the working out somethings wouldn't even exist, because then if God put you together, we're going to work out those somethings together.
And you're not going to be ashamed to say anything.
We worked out those credits together. We worked out the finances together. We worked out the careers together. All this was together because God knew he needed help. I was there to help. So we did this thing together. So when you're in your, she say, been stupid.
William Schiller, that don't even sound right. Been stupid.
You wrong for that. You wrong for that, Sheila. And so to me, there's a root cause, but on the surface, you playing games. You don't have time for it. Let it go. Wait for God. Wait, I say, wait on the Lord, and you will not get hurt, and you won't have to be worried about these riddles. All these riddles and rattles and games that people play because they got to get healed from other stuff. Don't let hurt people hurt you. You don't have to let hurt people hurt you. You can position yourself not to be hurt. Let them go and let them hurt somewhere else. Pray for them. That's your brother in Christ. Pray for them and keep them moving.
He said he's single. Something to think about. I don't know, was she referring to something? What you said?
He said is single.
Designed by Laney. We're not.
He said, is single something to think about? Okay, I don't understand that, brother.
Maybe the is supposed to be he.
He is single. It's something to think about.
He is single.
She said he is single. I guess she was saying what we're saying. That's something to think about. Thank you. You welcome. You welcome, baby. I'll catch the rest on the replay. I have a standing massage.
All right, girl, you better watch the massage parlors now.
I got me a feet massage next week.
Well, you better watch them doggone massage parlors, girl.
We can't do massages. They don't always work for my muscles. My husband massages. I be having kinks up in here. For some reason the kinks never get out because
I'm the kinker get out.
We can't do massages because it leads to other
I can get
stuff.
the kinks out to get.
I be like, babe, I need a massage, and for some reason he keep rubbing.
I'm the natural
he
bone
get
muscle
down,
relaxer.
he go down. I'm like, babe, up here.
I've been anointed I've been anointed to relax the muscles. Yes. That's me. Hey.
Y'all, we getting ready to go.
I went through the pain.
Any questions? Hopefully this video really helped you guys. We were so happy that you guys came and spent an hour and 13, 14 minutes with us. We appreciate you. We will come back with another video in regards to why in the heck we didn't talk for 3 days. Woo! Y'all, all right? There's no more questions, comments, concerns. We gonna log out.
Listen, y'all better hurry up here because I gotta go.
I love you all so much. We love you too. Thank you for that laughter, girl. That was funny. Also, you guys, don't forget, we got Christmas coming up. You know you need the presents. Go to theprocesslife.com and get the journals. Get the gift sets for those, for loved ones. You know writing is spiritual therapy. So go ahead and go to theprocesslife.com Amazon.com and go ahead and start racking up on your Christmas gifts, y'all. These are awesome gifts for people that need healing, that need to write to the Lord, and also for yourself. Okay.
Designs by Lane answer.
What I mean, he says he is single, but is he really? He might be single in status. He ain't married, he's single. But he could be also talking to other people in his singleness. I'm just saying, all right?
Maybe.
Love you guys. This is the process. We love you.
Well, only thing I know, he is hiding something.
Let us know what it is next time we come alive, okay?
Designs by Lane. All right.
Bye, you guys.
Peace
Bye,
out.
you guys. Bye. Leave your comments below. Any questions you'd like us to answer. Any videos you'd like us to have in the future. Leave them below in the comments below. We love you guys. Talk to you later. Be safe out there. Bye.
Peace out.
I need my music.
Okay.